Ah, is there anything sweeter than Man United ending an Arsenal unbeaten streak or winning streak or invincible streak? Man United 3-1, Arsenal, Old Trafford, let's go.
Between the lines.
Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the show. Sorry the video's out a bit late, my match reaction. I've been a bit busy. Saw Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock yesterday, straight after the Arsenal game. We've beaten them 3-1. All this gas talk from Arsenal coming like they were going to beat us. They was going to carry on their unbeaten streak. Certain Arsenal fans are saying they're going to win a title. 3-1. Go check my match preview before the game. I said in the score predictions part of the video that we was going to win 3-1. If Arsenal control the game, if they dominate possession, I said we was going to play a counter-attacking style of football. We did it. Ten Hag Masterclass, Adnan Masterclass, BTL Podcast Masterclass. We all saw it coming. Arsenal fans thought they were going to beat us. Are you dumb? Are you actually dumb? Let's get into the game more. We'll talk about the starting lineup first, yeah? Same 11 again. Only change was Anthony. I'm not going to lie, I was quite surprised that Anthony was playing. I thought Ten Hag was going to try to bed him in just like Casemiro, but decided to tuck him straight in. I think the reason behind that was obviously Elanga's not good enough. Can't really play Rashford on the right because he's not good enough there either. Sancho probably favours the left. So starting lineup made sense, to be honest. I think we did want to see Casemiro, but fair play to Ten Hag and McTominay, because McTominay's clearly becoming sort of a favourite for Ten Hag, even though in pre-season it looked the opposite. But he's putting in big shifts and he's kept Casemiro at the team for now. And he's repaid his faith in the manager because he's been putting in decent performances, better performances than a lot of us expected, to be honest. So the starting lineup I thought was fine. Maybe a few question marks on Casemiro. Is he not fit for the Premier League yet? The physicality or the pace of the Premier League yet? Because Anthony got chucked in straight away, so who knows? Let's get onto the positives. There's a lot to go through. We'll start with the defence. All right, we'll start with defence. Varane, Martinez, immense again. Just their aggression, their desire, commitment to winning every single tackle, commitment to trying not to concede a single goal is second to none. And because of that, the energy breathes through the team and goes through the rest of the back four and the midfield and the strikers to be determined to not lose a single game of football. 4 wins in a row in the Premier League is not easy. Like, credit to Arsenal, 5 wins in a row, regardless of what teams you played. I know they've got a lot of criticism for the teams they played, like Bournemouth and Fulham, etc. It's not easy to play or win any single game in the Premier League at this moment. The teams, the level of standard is so high. You have to praise them for 5-game winning streak. We're on a 4-game winning streak now. 2 clean sheets. 2 goals conceded ever since Martinez Varane came in. Stick with that back four, please. I do not want to see Maguire. I saw him coming on late in the second half. That should be a negative. Ten Hag, please, let's not do that again. We'll go on to Dalot. Gradually, I think every game is getting a bit better, you know? And his ruthlessness and aggression is obviously being inspired by Martinez, a lot of it, I think. And he's improving a lot. Like, fair play to him. Martinelli did get past him a few times, but I thought it was a good game from Dalot overall. Showed a lot of spirit, which the whole team did. A lot of spirit, a lot of aggression, a lot of desire from the team. This is a much better performances than we see compared to last season, especially like Ollie's end of Ollie's time and especially Rangnick's time. This is a much bigger team spirit that we're witnessing right now in front of us. Malacia, another good performance, I thought. Maybe Saka got past him once or twice, really troubled him a bit, but Saka's one of the best young right wingers in the league, so can't really blame him for that. He's still 19, Malacia, just come to the league now. One maybe slight criticism on him I'd have is to tone down his aggression a little. He needs to control it a bit and know when to be aggressive and know when to just take a step back a little. You can't always go full-blooded in to try and make a challenge, because against better wingers, trickier wingers in the league, they'll probably punish him for that, and bigger teams will start punishing him and attacking him and taking advantage of that. Other positives in the game, another thing I mentioned in the Southampton reaction as well, De Gea is being a lot smarter, and I'd like to thank Ten Hag as well for this. He's obviously drilled it into De Gea's head. If you can't play it short, I know we're trying to play that style. If you can't play it short, get rid. I'm completely fine with that for now. Obviously, we're trying to build up a bit better from that and trying to keep possession more. But for now, if that's what you need to do, De Gea, clear it, get rid, be safe, deal with the next problem after. Moving on to midfield, McTominay, yeah? Let's talk about McTominay. He's put in some very good shifts in the last few games, and a lot of us did not expect these performances from him this early into the season at all. And fair play to McTominay. I've rolled out for him for quite a long time. And even at this point of beginning of the season, I was sick of him. I did not want to see him in the team ever again. But he's turned it around. He's putting in a shift, especially these big games. He really turns up. I think when we don't control the ball as much, it's all right to play McTominay. When we need to try to play against lesser teams like the Leicester, Southamptons, I'd prefer someone a bit better on the ball. But for now, he's turning up. You can't complain. Congrats to Scott McTominay. Fair play to you. Credit to you. Keeping out Casemiro in the team for now. I wouldn't be surprised in the next Premier League game we got Palace if McTominay starts again. Genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised. Moving on to his midfield partner, Christian Eriksen. My brother. You're going to see in the thumbnail whose top I've got on the thumbnail. Christian Eriksen on the back of my shirt, because I got this a month ago. I knew this guy was going to turn up this season. I said it quite a while back. I had a feeling that we were never going to get Frankie de Jong, and I had a feeling Eriksen was going to play in the pivot with a CDM anyway, and that's what's turned out to happen. And you can see the guy's class is amazing. I didn't even realise he was this good. And what's good about him is, especially anytime he's on the ball, wherever he is, deep into our half, deep into the opposition's half, the first thing he attempts to do is pass it forward and quickly. It's not these laboured passes. He's drilling it into someone's foot. Just for example, like the goal for Rashford, our second goal when we counter-attacked, it was Eriksen straight to Bruno quickly. Bruno, one touch, turn, a quick side foot pass straight through to Rashford. We get the second goal. Amazing. Eriksen, possibly man of the match. I'm not sure who got man of the match after the game. I think it was Rashford, actually. He got 2 goals and assists. Move on to Bruno Fernandes. The maturity in his performances is improving, and I'm very glad to see that, because there was a lot of question marks about Bruno coming into the season, and there's still question marks about him because there's a better player in there than we're seeing at the moment, unfortunately. And I think he will get there. We'll just give him a bit more time. He's starting to learn his role more as a number 8 rather than a 10 or a false 9 like he was playing last season and the season before that. So I think captaincy-wise, I'm not completely convinced on him yet, but he's improving and we're winning. So 4-game win streak, can't complain too much. Big up Bruno Fernandes, and the assist for the second goal as well. Different class, man. One touch, then side foot pass, straight through the lines. Incredible, man. And even, wasn't it Bruno's pass to get through to Eriksen for the third goal as well? Bruno spotted the pass, Eriksen's run through, and got the ball through to Rashford to set him up for the third goal. Moving on to Antony, man, I did not think he was going to start. But shout out Antony, we've got another Brazilian wonder kid on our hands, just like Casemiro, another wonder kid. Big shout out to Antony. Didn't really do too much. I think he was trying a bit too hard. Can't really blame him on his debut in the Premier League, Old Trafford debut. Scored the goal. That's exactly the clinicalness and the classiness and the quality we needed on the right-hand side. We've craved it for years. I'm surprised I would have liked to give him the number 7 shirt after Ronaldo leaves next season, probably. 21 for now is fine. Maybe 21 Premier League titles coming in this season as well. Don't kill me for that. Shout out Antony. A lot more to be expected from him. Great class, great aggressiveness, great doggedness, determination to get back and help the team. The way he was kissing the badge, holding the badge after he scored, love it. Going to become a new fan favourite easily. Can't wait to see more tricks. Can't wait to see more skills. Can't wait to see more pirouettes. Love it. Rashford, let's talk about Rashford. 2 goals and assist, and maybe didn't really play up to his best potential yet. Still a lot more to come from Rashford compared to what we've seen in the past. But can we really complain? Took his 2 goals well. Obviously, the second goal was quite easy, but he was still a bit under pressure. There was defender coming in, the goalkeeper's coming in. He's lifted it over both of them. The second goal, as in his first goal, was a good finish, because in previous games, we've seen Rashford kind of miss those chances. It did get a bit of a deflection, but it looked like it was going in anyway. So fair play to Rashford. Even his assist was very composed. I was kind of even thinking that he might not even be able to get that through at that point, even though it looked like a simple pass. The Rashford of last season probably wouldn't have got that through. So there's positives in Rashford's play. Not quite to the standards that we want or expect from him, but things are improving and he's scoring the goals. He scored against Liverpool, scored against Arsenal, scored against the top 6. Can we complain that much? No. But can we expect more? Yes. Let's move on to the negatives, because there are some negatives. And first, this is becoming a recurring theme on my channel, I think. And I don't want to keep digging him out, because I want him to do well. I want every single Man United player to do well. But Jadon Sancho, for me, again, went missing a bit. And he's just not doing enough on the ball. And obviously, it's early days, but we'll compare it to Anthony, yeah? Because you look at Anthony's aggressiveness even when tracking back. You don't really see that from Sancho. And if you're not performing quality-wise on the ball, the least we're going to expect is some aggression coming back. And if Anthony can do that in 60 minutes of his first performance in the United team, I want to see more from Sancho. There's a few question marks over him, and I'm not really seeing him beat anyone. He's not really beating a man. He's not really getting to the byline and whipping the ball in. I just want to see more from Sancho, man. I need more. Another negative, I think that if, say for example, Arsenal's goal that went in first and it went back for a free kick on Eriksen, which, by the way, any Arsenal fans that are watching this, if you are watching this, yes, it was soft, granted, but you can easily see why he's given a foul. Like, he's got two hands on the back. He's come through from the back and putting his foot onto Eriksen's back of his leg. Like, it could easily be given as a foul in any game. I can understand why in some games it might not be. It was maybe a bit soft. And especially in slow motion, it doesn't look great. But in a game, 90 minutes, when he's going quick and fast and you're coming up behind someone, you've got two hands on the back, you're kicking the back of his foot, it's probably a free kick. So anyway, negative. At that moment, Arsenal looked like they were coming into the game quite heavily. And if they did score, we might have panicked a little. Thankfully, it got disallowed and we managed to get the first goal. And then from then, we were pretty confident and comfortable, I felt. But one thing is that we're still not controlling the game and we're not dominating possession, which I'd like to do, especially as time goes on a bit more. So, look, think about it. We're at Old Trafford. We should be dominating the game, in my opinion. Like, we should be at that level. But for now, we're not, and I completely understand that. And I'm grateful for Ten Hag's tactics, following Ollie's plan book for the counter-attacking. There's another positive, by the way. We seem to have mastered the counter-attacking, which isn't an easy skill to do. And we've got very good chemistry when it comes to counter-attacking. Even over the last few years, it's not just a Ten Hag thing. Within our system and our players, they have that belief that they can counter-attack against most teams, which is a very good positive. Back to the negatives, I'd like to control the game a bit more. Another negative is that we let Arsenal control the game and the ball in front of our defence a lot. It puts us under a lot of pressure. You're forced to make last-ditch tackles. A lot of pressing is involved. A lot of hard work is involved. What do they always tell you in Sunday League? You make the ball work harder than you do. You make the ball work and the other team will be running more than you. If we're letting the other team control the ball, we're having to work a lot harder than they are. And if anything, it's building up pressure on our defence and our midfield and our keeper, obviously. So I'm a bit concerned about that. I think better teams than Arsenal will capitalise against the space that we're still allowing teams to come up against, especially in and around our defence and in and around our box. So I'm a bit concerned. Anyway, let's get into the conclusion. I don't want to go into too many negatives because it's been a big win. We've been on 4 wins in a row, 2 clean sheets, 2 goals conceded ever since Martinez and Ran come in. We're winning games. It's a big difference compared to the beginning of the season v Brighton and Brentford. We've got Real Sociedad on Thursday, first game Europa League. I'm actually going. I'm going to vlog that as well on the channel, so look out for that. I'll do a match reaction. I'll do my journey there and a match reaction after the game. So, yeah. We've also got Palace in the league next, which will be a tough test. And Palace are no slouches. So, looking forward to that. But let's keep up the run of wins. Let's try to get more clean sheets. Let's try to build up our team and style of play so we can have more possession and dominate teams. We still need to create more chances against teams that defend in low blocks or mid blocks like Leicester and Southampton. Still need to score more, need to create more chances. Manchester United have won 4 games in a row. Top 4 is very much in sight. Dare I say it, we go even further. Why not third? Why not second? Liverpool don't look that great at the moment. Chelsea don't look that great. And I'd say, look, fair enough, credit to Arsenal, because against lesser teams than us, against worse defences than us, I think they'll probably carve more chances and they'll probably score more. But for now, we need to watch out for Spurs, watch out for Arsenal. They look solid at the moment. We look solid. Well, we're starting to get that at least. Top 4 challenge is very much on. A trophy is very possible. Europa League at least, or League Cup at least, is very possible. Manchester United have won. Progress can be seen from Ten Hag's part. Progress can be seen from the game. Keep Maguire out of the team, please. Keep Shaw out of the team for now. We're probably going to see them in Europa League anyway. The spirit and the mentality is great. The desire is great. Eriksen, even in the post-match, came out in slippers and just gave clear and concise evaluation of his performance, and I love that guy. He seems so humble as well. Big up Christian Eriksen, big up Manchester United. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, like the video. Man United have won 3-1 v Arsenal. Hold that, Arsenal fans. You thought you was going to beat us. Hold it. It's 3-1 Man United. This is Between the Lines podcast. See you on the next one. Peace out.
Between the lines.